Hello, this is Caroline from Crafty Cardies Creations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in Falkirk, which is in central Scotland. This weekend Team Jazzledazzle are doing another blog hop, and the idea is that we get given a theme and we then have to create something to go along with the theme. The theme for this month is using the designer series paper from the catalogues, so current designer series paper, and the reason for that is that there's a 15% off offer on the paper in July, so it's a good way for us to advertise the lovely paper. So hopefully you'll see lots of different ones from my co-team or from my team members. I can't even speak today, it's far too warm, I think my brain's melting. Anyhow, you've seen before that I just love the Elegantly Said papers and the pansy papers. So this is the card I'm going to make, and I've made it in various different sizes, as you can see. So I've been working on it to try and find what my optimum size is. And recently we did a card swap between the team members, and this was a card that I sent out to my team members so they all recognise it. It's a nice easy card to make, and you can use lots of different designer series paper, not just one piece and one style. So you can see there I've used quite a lot, and it gets a lot of it out there on shelf, but I really like the way it worked on the pink paper and the way that it popped. So it's a nice easy card, and I have to say that it was my team member Jane Rainey, who is from from Dandelion Wishes. She had made this card and shown me it, and I have cased it from her, and I can't remember who it was she cased it from, but I'm sure Jane will put it in the comments below. And look in the comments below, because we'll have links to all the other team members and their projects for this as well. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 11 inches by 5.5 inches. You're going to need some DSP that is 4 by 5.25, so 4 inches by 5.25 inches. A piece of white cardstock, this is where you're going to put your sentiment and you'll be able to write on the card, and that is 2.5 inches by 4.25. And you're also going to need a piece of DSP that is the same size, so 5.25 by 4. And then you're going to need two pieces, sorry, that was 2.5 by 5.25. You're going to need two pieces that are 1 inch wide by 5.25 deep, so that's those two. And we're also going to need card for a belly band, and the belly band needs to be 10 inches on the long side, like so, and about 1.25 inches wide. But that's entirely up to you. You can change that if you like, if you want a thicker belly band, or if you want to use ribbon instead of card as a belly band, whichever you want to do. So we'll do that, and we'll talk about scoring that at the end. So go back to your largest piece of card, so the piece that's 11 by 5.5, and you're going to score it at 1 and 15/16, so just almost, sorry, 1 and 3/16. I can't even read my own writing today. So there we go, and give it a wee score. I'm just using my scoreboard, my trimmer rather than the scoreboard. And then you're going to score it at 4 inches, then at 6.75 inches, okay, so nice and easy. So we are now going to fold that over and just burnish that, and then that fold there folds back on itself, so that then allows you to see that piece of DSP there, and then this one folds back in on itself as well, and that's the basic card there. So yeah, it's a kind of lopsided W, if you can see that. Alright, so that's all our folding done. Now we get to doing some fun sticking. I think it's fairly obvious where all these pieces go, and this is where the fun starts, and you start to then be creative and coordinate it all. So I'm going to put that piece there. The white piece is going to go there, and then I think that would look nice there. Sort of green gingham. I love the gingham in this paper, it's really nice. I'm going to put that side of this there. That keeps it all nice and bright, and we're getting the greens, and it's picking up the greens and that kind of orangey colour from there. And then on this side I'm going to pop those pansies there. And let me see, I think that's a nicer pansy paper than that, so that can go in there. There we go, so that's how that's going to work. Now you can, oh, that's come out my trimmer. I do find that happens quite a lot, that those bits come out. Right, so just trimmed my finger, which wasn't clever. You can use tape runner, you can use wet glue. I'm going to use wet glue because it's really warm today here in sunny Scotland, and it'll give me a wee bit of time to wiggle things about if I don't get it in the right place. Plenty of glue on so I can squish it around. I hope you've been watching the videos I've uploaded recently, the ones from our team retreat day when I did my showcase. I think I've still got another couple of them to go out there. There's been quite a few already uploaded and released. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying all of them. And that's Jessie, who's out in the garden at the moment playing with her two big brothers, who are hot and bothered and don't really want a puppy trying to chase them around the garden, which is exactly what she's trying to do. She's now 18 or 19 weeks old, doing really, really well. The training's coming along. So by now you should all have seen the new annual catalogue and seen all the nice different papers that are in it. So I'd like you to pop in the comments down below what your favourite papers are and any projects that you've been working on with them. And if you do make one of these cards, it would be really, really great if you would pop a picture of it in the comments below. It's nice to see what other people are up to and how other people take your ideas and then run with them and do something different. That way. Okay, so that's the sort of front cover, if you like, of the card there. I really love this pansy paper. Okay, so that's going to look like that, and it means that that white bit's hidden and you can put a sentiment in there, and then we'll also put a sentiment on the front, on the belly band. So now we need to work on what the dimensions of the belly band and where we need to fold this belly band. And you can just be lazy and do it the way I'm doing it and not bother scoring. Just doing that. There we go. I've got plenty of glue on there to stick that in place. Now I'm going to use these two circle punches because they're just amazing and I love them. Or maybe I won't, maybe I'll use I'm going to use the Elegantly Said punch because it's new and this isn't quite wide enough, so I could actually have this coming out and make it slightly longer, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to have it slightly narrower There we go, that's perfect. Put them away. So heavy, those punches. Right, so that will have a sentiment on it, and that will sit there. I'm going to get a nice dark ink, so this is Gorgeous Grape. And I'll just get the pansies. Not very organised here today, I don't have this ready to go, but I'm going to get this and I don't know what's happened to this. The heat's getting to everything today. Somebody has very kindly stuck this to insides here. Okay, so I need a nice sentiment to go on the front. Will that fit? Little things you do make a big difference, or wishing you actually I'd really like just to put happy birthday there, and I'll put that on the inside. That would be absolutely superb. Right. There we go, get a nice block and we'll block that up. Happy birthday. And I'll clean that in a minute. Normally I would say to you, stamp before you stick it to the card, because sure as eggs is eggs. This is when you make a mess of your sentiment and get ink on the card that you don't want on the card, and yeah, then you have to start all over again, which is always really annoying. But fingers crossed this works well and we get a nice, yay, clean stamp like we have. So what I'm going to do with this as well is just darken the edges by laying it and dabbing it into the ink pad. That'll just make that stand out a wee bit, like so, which is quite nice. You just got to make sure you don't have that on your fingers. I think that looks lovely. So, let that dry off a bit in the ear from my fan that I've got buzzing away here. You can probably hear that in the background. And stick that on over that join. That just helps that to stand out because it's the same colour of card that I've used. Just using up scraps that we have left over. And that's that. Just get a wee bit of glue on there, but that's fine. You can hear Jessie shouting away. So obviously you could do so much more to this card. You can, you know, go on. You could add some ribbon round here. I'm no good at tying bows though, and I just embarrass myself on videos when I try and tie a bow. You could have used ribbon. You could have put DSP over the top of this belly band just to take it up a step. Instead of using white card in here, you could have put white card on the back, and that could have been used as a place to write your sentiment rather than the inside. But I think it's nice that it's inside, but yeah, it's entirely up to you. You could also put like an easel stand on the back to stand the card up, because it's difficult to stand up like that. You are going to have to take the belly band off it to get the card to stand, but I think it's still a really, really pretty card. It's really simple, and it's a good way of showing off lots of different DSP, and it also shows that Stampin' Up! Really think about putting their packs of DSP together, because they coordinate so lovely together. Anyway, as I said before, look down below into the description box and you will get the link to all the other demonstrators that are joining in this boycott from the Jazzledazzle team. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. I do post, or at least I try to post at least once a week on a Sunday evening. And yeah, I would really like to interact with you and find out what you're up to. So again, post pictures if you make one of these cards, post it down below. And I'll speak to you again really, really soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.